Everyone, I hope all of you are fine and have been taking care of yourself. So today I'll be discussing with you your next chapter, that is fiber to fabric, which is your chapter number 3. In class 6th also you might have studied the same chapter, but there we discussed about your natural fibers and synthetic fibers based on the sources from where it is obtained. Fine. But particularly we studied about your plant fibers, but here in this chapter, in this class, we will study specifically about animal fibers, and in animal fibers we will study about wool and silk fibers. Fine. So what would be the properties of silk and wool fibers? What are the processing ways of wool and silk productions? What are the occupational hazards of wool and silk industries? That all these factors, all these subtopics we will be discussing in the chapter. Fine. So let us start with your chapter. There is a topic, that is, what is fiber? Firstly, you should know what are fibers. So fibers are basically long, strong and flexible thread like structures that are used to make fabrics. So fabrics, basically they are clothing materials. Fine. And on the basis of their origin, we have mainly two types of fibers. We have man-made fibers and we have natural fibers. So man-made fibers are also called as synthetic fibers or human-made fibers or artificial fibers also. And examples of human-made fibers are nylon, polyester, polyethylene, polypropylene, rayon. Okay, so all these fibers, all these artificial fibers we are using every day in our day-to-day life. For example, I'll tell you where what is the use of this nylon fiber. You might have seen your toothbrush. Okay, so the bristles of your toothbrush, they are made up of nylon fiber. Fine. So likewise we have number of examples where we are using all these artificial fibers. Okay, so next type is your natural fiber. So natural fiber is of two type. Further, it is categorized into two categories, that is your plant fiber and animal fibers. So plant fibers are the fibers which we obtain from plants. For example, for example, cotton, flax, jute. And in animal fibers, these are the fibers which we obtain from animals, for example wool and silk. Fine. So firstly, okay, so here we have animal fibers. We in this, as I told you, in this chapter we will study about your animal fibers. So animal fibers, these are the natural fibers which are obtained from the animals. They are made up of proteins. Wool and silk are the two animal fibers which are widely used in our day-to-day life. Wool is obtained from the fur. Fur means hair. It is obtained from the fur of sheep, Kashmiri goat, yak, Angora rabbit, etc. Means there are so many other examples also which are used to obtain wool. Fine. And the body of these animals, they are basically covered by a thick coat of hair called as fleece. Okay, and what is the function of this fleece? This fleece insulates the animal's body from cold in winters. Okay, so the hairy coating, it can be coarse hair, it can be medium hair, it can be soft. Fine. And they are just near to the skin. Fine. So firstly we will be here, so you can see here in the picture there are some animals. Firstly you can see here, this is sheep, yak, Angora rabbit and Kashmiri goat. These are the examples, some of the examples of the animals which are used to get animal fibers. So firstly we will discuss about your wool fiber. Here are wool fiber, as I told you earlier also. Wool is a fine soft hair that forms a coat on the animal's body. Fine. And this coat of wool is called as fleece. And what is the function of this fleece? It insulates the animal's body from cold in winters. And here we have some of the properties of wool, because of which the wool is widely used all over the world, all over the country, all over the world. Fine. So first property is your it insulates against heat and cold. Second property, it is fire resistant, means wool is resistant to fire. For this, and for the same reason, woolen blankets, they can be used to put out fire, है ना. So you might have seen that whenever there is any fire like condition, और जब भी कहीं पे आग लगती है, तो people what they prefer to do, या तो वो पानी फेंकते हैं, या फिर उनको सजेस्ट किया जाता है कि they should cover the body of a human or whosoever organism is there in the fire, to cover that organism with a woolen blanket, because it is fire resistant. Fine. Next property is your water resistant. What is water resistant? Means there is a waxy coating present on the fibers of this wool, which does not allow water to get absorbed into the wool. Fine. And because of this, it is your water resistant. Next property is that it absorbs noise also. Fine. Wool can absorb noise, and that this is the reason that woolen carpets are being used in movie halls, airports, and offices as well. Fine. And next property is it is natural, biodegradable, and recyclable. Means every year new fleece grows on sheep's body, and wool takes only few years to decompose when it is disposed of, okay, in the environment. So this wool can also be recycled to form very low grade wool. So these are some of the properties of wool. Next we will study about the whole process of getting wool from sheep. Fine. So here are some of the steps. There are mainly 6 steps which need to be followed to process fibers into wool. So first step is your shearing, then scoring, sorting, combing, dyeing, and spinning. Fine. So we will discuss about all these steps one by one and see what happens exactly in this steps. So firstly we will be discussing about shearing. Here you can see in the picture also what is shearing basically. So shearing, it is a process of removal of the fleece. Fleece means the outer coat, the coating of animal skin. The process of removal of the fleece from the sheep is called as shearing. And how it can be done? Electric hand clippers, they are used by some of the skillful shearers. And shearing does not hurt the sheep, as the outermost or uppermost skin of the sheep or such animals, they are dead. So coming to your next point is your scoring. As you know, the sheared wool, in the first step shearing is done. So in second step, the sheared wool, which contains sand, dirt, grease, dust, dry vegetable matter or dried sweat, so all such impurities, they are included in the sheared wool. So all these impurities, they need to be removed from the sheared wool, and this can be done by washing the wool with the help of soap and detergent. Okay. So after washing or after cleaning the sheared wool, it is then rinsed and squeezed through rollers. So what is scoring basically? It is the process of removing impurities from the sheared hair. It is called as scoring, and it is done by washing the fleece in warm water with the help of soap and detergent. Here you can see in the picture how it is to be done. Coming to next is drying. So after rinsing, the wool is dried in a warm or dry places. Fine. After after sorry, this is third point. This is sorting is your fourth point. Okay, so what is sorting now? As you know, the dried the wool which we have dried in the sunlight or in the dry places, the dried raw wool is graded according to the quality of the fibers based on the fineness, strength, length, diameter of the fibers. So they need to be separated now. So the process of separating the long fine quality fleece from the remaining inferior quality or broken pieces is called as sorting. So you can correct the spelling of sorting. By mistake I have written the sorting. It is sorting. Okay, so in sorting, wool is separated on the basis of fibers obtained from the different parts of the animal's body. Fine. For example, I'll just give you one very simple example. For example, a good quality wool is obtained from the shoulder and sides, while inferior quality wool is obtained from the lower legs. So when all these quality, good quality and bad quality, they get mixed to each other, so they need to be separated, they need to be sorted out. So in this process they are separated from each other. Here you can see in the picture. Next point is your combing. So what is combing? So combing is basically the process of removing burrs. Burrs means these are tiny knots from the fleece. It is called as combing, and it is basically in this process the fibers are straightened. After this step, the fibers, they are straightened. Okay, and next step is your dyeing. So after combing, your next step is dyeing, and in this step the fibers obtained, they are dyed in various colors. So the next step is your spinning, and in this process, in this step, the straightened fibers, they are spun or they are twisted together to make yarn. Fine. And the wool yarn is either knitted or woven to make woolen fabrics. Fine. Here you can see woolen fibers, woolen fabrics which are used by we people during winter season to keep us warm. Here some of the, in these industries, in wool industries also, we have some occupational hazards, means occupational problems that are faced by people. Like occupational hazards, basically what are occupational hazards? Occupational hazards, these are the risks faced by the people working in any industry due to the nature of their work. Fine. So in wool industry, you can see wool industry gives employment to many people in our country, but sorters job is risky as they sometimes get infected by bacterium called as anthrax. Okay, there is a bacteria called anthrax which causes fatal blood disease called as sorter's disease. So the question can be like this, what is the cause of sorter's disease? So it is caused by bacterium anthrax. Okay, so this is all about your wool processing, and in the next PPT I'll be sending you the silk fiber and the processing of silk fibers. Thank you so much.